Happy birthday, Christie. I have many happy memories of you growing up that I cherish very much. One of those in particular is taking you on errands with me in Chimaltenango, which usually include going to the bank. I would carry you into the bank. I would walk up to the teller's window and I would set you up on the counter. And then you would watch with great interest as I went about my banking business. Perhaps that's where you got your early interest in financial management. Another special characteristic about you as a child is you loved to listen in on adult conversations. And you were just like a sponge as you listened to what adults were talking about. Maybe that's where you picked up your interest in adult life. And so when your grandmother asked you what you wanted for Christmas, you said, "I want biographies." You have always been a wonderful daughter, a delight in our lives, and we wish you a wonderful year and a wonderful rest of your life. You bring us such joy, and we love you. Christie.
Happy birthday, Christy. I'm so proud of you and I love you and I wish you a happy birthday, a happy year, and a happy the rest of your life. I wish you blessings and want to tell you a little story about your early days of life. It was a difficult birth for both of us, and for that reason you were kept in the newborn nursery for a few days for surveillance. In Guatemala, both mother and baby traditionally at that time stayed in the hospital for a few days, and I think we were there for about 5 days. For the first couple of days, I had to go down to the nursery in order to nurse you several times a day. One interesting note was that every time I went down to the nursery to nurse you, I had to walk by a young man who was pointing a metralladora, a machine gun, down the little hall where my room was. I don't know who was next to me, but somebody important must have been next to me. And it seemed a little strange to have to dodge around this machine gun to and from the nursery. But after a couple days, you were allowed to come up to my room to nurse. One of the times you came up to the nursery to nurse, I took you out onto my little balcony. I had a little private balcony, and there I asked God's blessing on you and dedicated you to God's service. During those moments on the balcony, I felt a very strong presence of God and a feeling that God would always walk with you. I love you. Happy birthday.